Hey, what's going on, guys? Austin the Money here. Quick question. I would love some feedback. Would you guys like a face cam or just keep it as I've been doing with no face cam? Please comment below. Let me know because I am very much considering doing that. But with SoFi has literally done nothing this week. So it's been a very, very boring week for SoFi. But I did roll some covered calls. So I basically took profits on my $20 cover calls for March 2027. I went ahead and took a realized profit of $12,500, mainly because I do want some of this realized profit to fall into the 2026 tax year. And I rolled from March 2027 to December of this year. So I took off 3 months and I lowered my strike to 18. And yes, my average cost is $18.74. But when you factor in the $2.09 of credit, my break even would be $20.09, which is still above my $18.74 cost. So yes, I have basically taken away a lot of possible gains for SoFi. But I also did this so that I would end up collecting, I think it's around $46,000 of premium. I would collect it this year so that I could go on this year's taxes. That was kind of like a big thing for me. Hopefully I can do this. I think I had like a 3,000 debit. And it's not really a debit. It's just 3,000 of less dollars I can collect. Because long story short, if you see what I bought them back for, right? I closed them at 226 and I opened these new ones at 209. So I'm missing, the premium in between 209 and 226. And that's it. I mean, I just sold it for less of a premium than I was buying the other ones back for. But still, nevertheless, collecting a big fat premium. The only downside is it definitely hurt my margin buffer. Margin buffer came down to 18% from I think it was around 24 or something. So it came down a little bit. Considering buying puts to hedge my position if SoFi wants to keep acting crazy. But yeah, that's an update on the position. So hopefully everything expires this year. Hopefully SoFi can continue to trade, above $15. And, I wouldn't mind losing these shares and, just kind of getting out of the trade because I kind of have a new idea I want to do for this account and need my capital back to do that. So that's why I kind of took off 3 months and put it this year, and I lowered the strike because it's still a profitable trade, even though I'm selling an in-the-money call. But it's definitely my account. Instead of it being around 250-ish at the end of the year, I think it's going to be around 210 now with this roll. So basically took off 3 months and took off roughly 40K. So, but that's fine. I could still make money within those 3 months, but it's just less of a gain, but nevertheless still a gain. Sorry about not making a video in the last week. I had an emergency surgery. My appendix was swelling up pretty bad and pretty nervous it was going to rupture. Long story short, I felt completely normal 2 Wednesdays ago. Ate dinner, and then an hour after dinner, my stomach started hurting really bad. This went on for 16 hours straight. I could not sleep. I could not do anything. It was just like a 7 out of 10 constant pain for 16 hours. So I was like, you know what? I'm not a doctor guy, but I have to go to the ER because this is absolutely ridiculous. I thought maybe constipated because it kind of felt like a gas pain, like you have to, pass gas, but it would just not go away. And that was very weird. But I tried drinking coffee. I threw it up. I tried drinking magnesium citrate. I threw it up, and I just kind of ran out of ideas. So I went to the ER. They ran a few tests, ran a CT scan, and yeah, long and behold, appendix is a little swollen and inflamed. And I know a few people that have gotten theirs removed, and they recommended getting it removed. And I was like, you know what, dude? Yeah, probably the best option. I don't want to have to deal with this shit again. I mean, they could have treated it with antibiotics, and I could have been fine. But let's just say, what if it comes back in a year or two, which happens like 40% of the time? Then I'm going to have to eventually get it out. So I was like, might as well just do it now. I'm already here. The surgeon's already ready. Like, let's just go. So I ended up having emergency surgery, I think 9 days ago. Not this past Friday, but the Friday before. And of course, the week before my surgery, I bought non-refundable plane tickets to go to Tampa. So I was like, fuck, dude, I'm going to still try to go. And my plane leaves, 4 days after my surgery? It was like, surgery was Friday morning, and I left Tuesday morning. This most recent Tuesday. And after 2 days of my surgery, I was actually feeling really good, like kind of surprised at how good I felt. So I kind of made up my decision, like, yeah, I'm still going to go. Like, if I feel pretty good Sunday, I'm probably going to feel better on Tuesday. And I went, enjoyed my Tampa, hung out with my friend Matt, and spent some time with my mom. And it was a good trip. Very good trip. Definitely motivated me to make some more money. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing. And yeah, other than that, life is good. I have a rental property in North Carolina, and my tenants have just signed another 1-year lease, and they are fantastic. So rental property is going good as well. I will probably start talking about that stuff soon. I would like to eventually get a second rental property and a third, and I can kind of probably add that to the channel, since stocks and real estate kind of go hand in hand. But yeah, I mean, surgery went well. I'm still recovering, but we're on day 9, much better than day 1 and 2, and very, very happy everything went well. And yeah, I mean, that's definitely kind of scary, but I mean, for some reason, I wasn't that nervous. I was like, you know what, dude, let's just go ahead and get it out, man. Like, I don't want to be in this, excruciating pain anymore. Just take this thing out. So, yeah, that was that. And SoFi, if you're above 18, thank you. I'll take my profits. And then I'm probably going to be, not a absolute maniac into margin like I am right now. But I'm considering on making, if you guys have lasted this long, I'm considering on making a second account for like long-term positions, whether it be growth or dividend or whatever. I feel like dividend is probably the safer bet right now, since all tech stocks are very elevated. I mean, it could be fairly valued, but they're kind of, all up dramatically over the past year. So I feel like, Home Depot is trading at a low valuation. American Express is trading kind of low. There's some stocks out there, and they, tend to be dividend stocks that are out there. And I may start a second account and, throw in a few bucks every week or whatever, and grow another account as well, while this account is kind of on autopilot. Let me know what you guys think about that. And that's pretty much a wrap. I feel bad I wasn't able to make a video for so long, but I mean, between the surgery and then me going on a vacation, and then it was just kind of all scrambled. I just got back last night, so I've been back for roughly 24 hours now. But yeah, great to make a video again, and I love you guys. Peace.